Good morning, everybody, and early afternoon to you guys on the East Coast. We'll be getting started here on our webinar on our new reporting engine that we'll be releasing tomorrow. Some housekeeping rules. We'll save if you could save your questions till after the webinar. We'll be doing a Q&A after we're done going through the new reporting engine. I also have with me Jason Jones and Amy with me. Jason's our senior developer, and Amy is a developer also, and helps in the support section for support calls and everything. So we'll get started and kind of go through it on the webinar. So we are going to be releasing tomorrow our reporting engine, and where the reporting engine can be found is underneath the reporting section, and then custom reporting, and you'll have the report builder and saved reports, and then you'll have the chart builder and saved charts also. So we'll start off in the report builder right here, and it'll take you to the first step. So the whole concept behind this was to give you guys the capability of building any kind, pretty much almost any kind of report that you want, from all the data that's being collected in ProjX360. So for this, you'll select what type of report you want. Do you want to do a client report, a report related to deals, to employees, to invoices, to products, to projects, to proposals, to purchase orders, tasks, time tracking, and work orders. So we'll select one. So let's say we want to run a report on deals. If we go into deals, it'll take you then to next step 2, which is this is going to allow you to select the fields you want to display in your report. So basically the different columns and lines that you want to see. So for instance, I want to see the deal name. I want to see the client that's associated or company, the salesperson. I might want to see, the value. And the order you select it in is the order it's going to appear after you build it. So maybe I want to see value before I want to see age. And then I can say I want to see the, the stage, the status, the source. Do I want to see expected close date, and then created and updated since. So those are going to be all the fields that are going to be displayed in the report. Then step 3 here in the middle is all your filtering of how you want to filter this report. And we're giving you all kinds of options. So for deals, for instance, we can do it by added since, added before, last time it was updated since, or updated before, stage changed since, stage changed before, by the client, by the salesperson, by the status, by the source, by the stage, aging from or to, value from or to, potential to close from or to. And the potential to close is the percentage bar you're giving the deals to close on. Invoiced amount from and to, has proposals or has attachments, has notes, and then you can also do city, state, postal code, or country. So maybe I want to, create a deal, added since, maybe I want to go back a couple months. So maybe I want to say all the deals added since August 1st. And I can put also then and before, such and such a date, but I'll just do this. And then I want to see maybe by salesperson or salespersons. So you can select multiple salespersons if you want to. You can do it by your source or, by stage. So maybe I want to see all the deals that are open. And maybe that's it for right now. And I can just go to generate report, and it generates the report down here. So I have the deal name, the client that's associated with it. If there is a company associated, it would list the company, or have an NA, because if there is none, the salesperson, the days it's been aging, the value, the stage, the status, the source, and expected close date, and created date, and updated date. So all the fields that I selected are here. You can click on any of these and filter it. So if I want to maybe filter it more by the salesperson, I can click on it and it'll send it in a row like that. And same thing with source. So I can see my sources of where it is. All the reports are exportable to Excel or a CSV file. So you can do that. But then if I want to save this report, I can actually save it too. So I can create a saved report. So I don't have to create this all the time. So if I want to come up with the name, maybe this is my open deals since August report, I can do a saved report here, and I can call it open deals since August, and I can give it a description too. The description's not required, and then I can just save it. And so now I save this report, so I don't have to create it every time. So if I go over to the saved report section, I can see a list of all my saved reports that I've created, and I can just click on it and run that report automatically again. So that report will just run automatically for you. These are clickable to go into them. So if you do want to go into the deal, you can click it. It'll open a new tab for you automatically and take you into that deal amounts for yourself, and you can click out of it to go out of it. So going into all the different filters, if you want to go back and edit something, like say I want to, obviously I want to keep these displayed fields the same because that's how I want to view it, but maybe I want to change some of the filtering. Just click the little arrow button to uncollapse the filtering, and you can X out of things then and change things that you want, and it'll take out the filters, and then you can put in new filters if you want to do that, and you can run a whole new report. So maybe I just want to see all the open deals for Brian, and it'll list all the open deals, where in this case it's just one. So again, you have a lot of flexibility on creating the different deals and filters all that you want for that. And again, like I said, you can go through any of these. So if you wanted to go to a projects filter for projects, the filtering that's in there, you can filter by project name, by project status, by category, what phase it's in, by the project manager, by the designer, by the programmer, by the installer, by when the warranty begins, warranty from or to, and warranty ends from or to. Budget, anything that's over budget or under budget. Time tracking, so if you want to filter by time tracking phases, you can do so also. Then you got the city and state, postal code, project type. If you want to, if you have a different type of project, your different types that you have, you can filter by that. By referrals, by forms. So you can filter out projects that have certain forms in them or whatever you want. Also any of your custom forms, checklists, if they have discussions or have tasks in them. So a lot of different options on that for the filtering and so forth. And then we do also have a chart builder. So if we go over to the chart builder, you can select different charts to build. So maybe I want to do projects by phase. I can then draw it. It'll draw it down here. You can then either download as a PNG, JPEG, PDF, and you can also save it as CSV, Excel, or JSON. And you can print them also, but you can add multiple reports. So if I wanted to maybe create, by referral, hit draw, it'll do that. And I can do up to 4 charts in here to do that, maybe by designers, and then also by status. And then you can actually save these charts also, and when you do the save charts, again, give it a name and a description, and you can save it, and it'll be over in the save charts section. So you can build as many of those as you want. If you do want to delete something, the delete button's up in the right-hand corner, and you can delete different charts off of here if you want to when doing so. So that we tried to make the reporting tool and charting tool very user-friendly and pretty self-explanatory. So there's not a whole heck of a lot of depth to go into here. So I'll probably open it up to questions, and Jason's going to be fielding the questions. Well, we both will. He'll be reading them off. So Jason, you want to maybe go through any questions people have?
Right now, there are no questions.
Okay. Are there any questions that anybody has on it? Like I said, it's a pretty straightforward tool, so we tried to make it as intuitive as possible.
There we go. We got a question that came in. Do the charts refresh, or is it just for the time you make it? So yeah, so that's when you run the charts, that's going to be obviously at this point in time, it'll bring back like projects by phase, and that'll be charted for today. When you save it and then you go and you reopen it, it's actually going to run that same charts by phase for the current time, right? So if phases have moved or things are changed, then that data will reflect that as well. And Dustin had a question about, can you show me what a report with just the time tracking over budget hours?
Which one did you? I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
He wants to see a report with just time tracking over budget hours.
On a project? So we can select we're going to go through and select the fields we want to see. For this, and probably do the clients. Oh, wait, we want to be in a time tracking. I'm sorry. By employee, by project name. So then we can select the date that we want to go through. So I'm not sure how much data I'm going to have in here. Let's go back to the beginning of the year. I'm going to keep all projects and all work orders open. But you wanted to see, what do you want to see again? Project to over budget?
Yeah, so you would run it in the project report.
Okay. Just bear with me a little bit too. It's new for us too. It's just coming out. So these are all the projects listed that are over budget. And then under budget, we'll just give you all the projects under budget. Any other questions or?
Yeah, so Renee wanted to see, can you run a sample report for all the open work orders that have not been closed out? And it would be, and if they are in the past, so you'd want your date range in there as well.
So what they wanted for?
So you want it added before today. No, not since, the added before. Yeah. And then wanted to see all of the open work orders.
And again, these fields can be customized to what you want to see, but I have the work order title, the project name, in progress, the client, the date created, and the date updated.
Were there any other questions? Dustin asked, this is based on the work order status, not the project. Right.
Isn't it? That's what they
all the open work orders, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they asked for. Work orders basically in progress. We do have there is a project status. If you go into the projects section of things, you can select the project statuses right here. You know, the top priority, the in progress, the 2 weeks out, in warranty, out of warranty, completed or delayed.
I'm not seeing any other questions coming in right now.
Well, if there is no other questions, I don't want to take up too many people's time.
One more just came in, sorry. Can you run a report to see an employee's average time worked per week? No, that's not a current metric we report on. What you can do is you can run a report that shows all of the hours worked, and then you can bring that into an Excel sheet and do some averaging and things like that. But as far as doing math on the reported fields coming back, no, we're not doing any of that.
Anything else for questions or?
No, nothing in there currently.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time. Like I said, I want to respect everybody's time because I know everybody's busy. And that's, I mean, pretty much everything to go through with how the new reporting feature and charting feature is going to work. We do plan on pushing it out tomorrow by noon Mountain Standard Time. And you'll, again, see it under the reporting section and custom reporting. And if you do have any questions or concerns when it does come out, just feel free to email support@ProjX360.com or give us a call on our 800 number, which is 844-688-5584. And we also have, chat on the website. Other than that, this will conclude the webinar on the new reporting tool and charting. Thanks everybody for their time. Appreciate it.